Getting in some breaking news now that a court in Pakistan has acquitted 6 JUD or the Jamaat-ud-Dawa leaders in the terror financing case. The Lahore High Court today has set aside a trial court conviction and acquitted 6 senior leaders. I repeat, 6 senior leaders of Mumbai attack mastermind Hafiz Saeed's banned Jamaat-ud-Dawa in a terror financing case. The irony in the story lies in the fact that an anti-terror court in Lahore in April this year had handed a 9-year imprisonment to each of these JUD senior leaders, Jamaat-ud-Dawa senior leaders. They're in fact terrorists. These terrorists were handed 9-year imprisonment, and we know their names. It's Professor Malik Zafar Iqbal, Yahya Mujahid, Nasrullah Samiullah and Umar Bahadur. And 6 months jail term was also handed to Hafiz Abdul Rahman Makki, who's the brother-in-law of Saeed, after an FIR was registered by the Counter-Terrorism Department of the Punjab Police. Now, a Pakistan court has acquitted 6 of Hafiz Saeed's aides. This comes months after the same terrorists in the same country under the same legal system were convicted. And what we are also learning this evening is that the trial court had found these leaders guilty of terror financing. They were found guilty of terror financing. Abhishek Kapoor is joining us on the phone line on the story that's breaking. It's another eyewash. Abhishek, sadly, irrespective of all of this happening, they get away. They're not on the blacklist of the FATF on terror financing. The irony is 6 terrorists from a terror group who were convicted by a same court in Pakistan, in the same legal system, have been acquitted.
Well, Niranjan, so this is essentially a mockery of the opinion, the global community's opinion that Pakistan has to do something about the terror factories. They continue to fester, and it seems that this happens essentially because of acts like these of the Pakistani establishment, where they are very indulgent and protective. Remember that they have recently been reviewed for their terror financing, and they have been found to be not moving good enough, and the progress not good enough, and that's why Pakistan continues to be in the grey list. And this is essentially the proof of the pudding, because if the higher courts, which are even more sensitive, or ideally should be more sensitive about the import of their actions, if they are going to overturn convictions like this clearly shows that there is actually a unanimity within the top echelons of the Pakistani establishment that they have to use terror as a state policy.
Yeah. Abhishek, I think Tariq Fateh is joining us on the phone line, author. Tariq Fateh, I mean, we're not surprised, but what we are surprised about is how international bodies buy this kind of, cover-ups. We're just breaking news now that 6 of Hafiz Saeed's aides who were convicted in April this year have been acquitted by the same legal system. They were terrorists, top leaders of the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, convicted 7 months ago, acquitted today. Your response, Tariq Fateh?
Well, it's a state sponsor of terror. Pakistan, so what can you expect from it? The entire establishment is there for just one objective since 1947, and that is to bleed India to death and to promote its destruction using every method possible. It is the ideology of not just the Pakistan military, it is the ideology of Pakistan's radical Islamic groups, and the average child that goes to school in Pakistan has just one focus on mind, which is the death and destruction of Hinduism in the subcontinent and the destruction of all Hindu temples. This is Ghazwa Hind. This is taught even in Indian madrasas. So I'm not surprised that Pakistan would exonerate convicted terrorists. You have members of parliament in Pakistan who have been in jail. Ali Wazir from the Pashtun belt of Pakistan. 15 of his relatives have been assassinated. In Balochistan, they are killing freedom fighters because Balochistan is an occupied land. In Sindh, they are doing the same. This is the remnants of pan-Islamism, and that was born in UP and Bihar and Bhopal and all the Urdu-speaking areas of India, which continues. And the reason it continues is that I don't think Indians, no matter which government, has taken this seriously. They think this is just some an impossibility. But this reality has not sunk in. So I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that they would be caught, that they would even be, Pakistan is willing to be on the FATF list, grey list, because the military establishment has these imbeciles who will do their work for them, while the generals make hundreds of millions of dollars in profits and loot the country.
Yeah, it's really sad. Thank you, Tariq Fateh, for speaking to the Republic. Let me go across to Major General K.K. Sinha joining us on the phone line as well. General Sinha, 6 of Hafiz Saeed's aides have been acquitted. I mean, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. I mean, we're not surprised, but, like Tariq Fateh said, what are we going to do about it?
Look, this development which has taken place, especially, once they are thinking that from the grey list, which they are, not able to keep, and they will not get into the blacklist, because this time there was chances of getting into blacklist, because even Turkey, was supposed to be getting into the grey list. So, the support of minimum 3, which they were looking forward, is still on. So this development which has taken place, this development is just a slap on the face of everyone, including the United Nations, and to everyone, what is happening in Pakistan. You have seen the Tehreek-e-Labak, the way the Tehreek-e-Labak, has been doing it, and they have got now the establishment of Pakistan has got now negotiation with them, and they have more or less, accommodated Tehreek-e-Labak. And what they are saying, and the ministers are saying, that they want to do it much more, what the Tehreek-e-Labak is asking for the France, to do something with the France. So now this development which is taking place has to be seen in this backdrop. It is a total, when a balkanization of any, country which takes place, this is one of those things now which is coming up. If the 6 aides of, Hafiz Saeed who has been left, and, these people, they may be behind the bar, but they were carrying out their activities from there itself, including Hafiz Saeed. It was just to, skip the, they were thinking that they will be able to make a fool of everyone and get away from the grey list, and probably they will get into. But now, this chances of, fooling the whole world is absolutely bleak, and there are pressure. And you must understand this pressure is coming from China, because China wanted to do it 1.5 years back. They were, when they started with that time, Al-Badr, and they wanted that team to be very, very active. And what we are seeing in the valley, whether it is the name is been a total resistance front, or whether it is the fascist forces, which, the names have changed. But basically, it is all the things are coming from Pakistan, and they have got a tacit support of China on this. So they are thinking they are getting bolder. There are reports. If you know, the Prime Minister has been into the Nowshera area.
Yeah.
Why he has selected and gone over there. He has gone over there because 313 Brigade, and this is a suicide brigade, which is in the, what they have done it in Afghanistan, the same brigade. Now there are intelligence reports that more than about, 7 or 8 launch pads across, Nowshera and in the area of Poonch Rajouri. There are full of this 313 brigade. And this is a latest development. And these guys who have been released now, they will be going to join the hand with this. So things are developing. I think we are very, very, we know about it. And that's why the focus is there. And these people, what they were trying to do it into the Poonch, Rajouri, and in this sector now, along the LOC, there is a time has come that, now all these things and indications are very clear that we have to go proactive again and do something. And there are, when you have heard the Prime Minister in his address when he has visited Nowshera, he has given the hint that, what has been done as a surgical strike in that area. So the time is coming up, and I think one has to read these rapid indicators. I think this is absolutely a bad indication. And, and anyone who has to be bothered about is India.
General Sinha, I have exactly 1 minute, so let me get in Colonel Shailendra Singh as well. Colonel Shailendra Singh, quickly getting in your response to what Pakistan has done, freeing Hafiz Saeed's aides. This is after their own legal system had found them guilty and sent them to prison for 9 years. They've been acquitted now.
I must tell you one thing very clearly. जिसको बोलते हैं ना कि पाकिस्तान भाड़ में जाए, but I can't do that because they are my neighbors and we can't change our neighbors. Hats off to that judge who had actually punished those guilty people. He had the courage to do that. Now, with this acquittal, the problem is that the challenge is there on the judiciary of Pakistan, that they should not come under the influence, they should not get threatened, they should not get cowed down, they should not get pressurized under the ISI, army, or even, I will say, politicians of Pakistan. Because I can only warn the judiciary of Pakistan that if you do like this, the public will lose faith in you. So the ultimate sufferer will be you yourself as a judiciary and the public. As far as, acquittal is concerned, it is no surprise because I can understand the judicial process allows you to go to a senior court and do things like that. But when you are getting acquitted so fast, this is actually so surprising. 1 hearing, 2 hearing, and you want to give it up. No, this is not the way. Let the judiciary have its way. Let the justice have its way. Let the public have the faith in you. I think with this kind of decision, it's a shame that the judge is bringing down the country's judiciary system. People will stop having faith in it. That is my problem.
Yeah, it's a serious problem. Thank you, Colonel Shailendra Singh, for speaking to Republic TV, breaking the story first once again of Pakistan freeing Jamaat-ud-Dawa senior leaders, 9 of them who were convicted by a court in Lahore for terror financing. Happened to be very close aides of Hafiz Saeed. Convicted in April, freed, acquitted in November. Taking a short break. Stay tuned.